everybody, Sam here from Sugar Spun Run, and today I'll be showing you how to make pumpkin snickerdoodles. Snickerdoodles are a favorite cookie recipe of mine, and I already have a classic version in my video library if you want to check that out. However, since it is currently fall, I'm going to be sharing with you a pumpkin snickerdoodle version. This is super easy, super buttery, and has a great pumpkin spice flavor that's perfect for fall. To begin, you'll need 1 stick or half a cup of melted unsalted butter. Once you've melted your butter, make sure to let that cool for at least 10 minutes. If your butter is too hot when you add your sugars, you're going to end up melting your sugars and you're going to have a runny, greasy cookie dough in your hands that is not going to form into pretty looking cookies. It's going to spread all over your oven. So make sure that butter cools back down to about room temperature before proceeding. Once your butter has cooled, you can add half a cup of granulated sugar and a 1/3 cup of tightly packed brown sugar. I'll just use my spatula to stir everything together until the butter and sugars are well combined. Now we'll add a 1/4 cup of pumpkin puree. Now make sure that you buy actual 100% pumpkin puree and not pumpkin pie filling. When you're in the grocery store, these are usually sold right next to each other, but pumpkin pie filling has other things, other spices, and different ingredients added to it. What you want is 100% pure pumpkin. This is a 1/4 cup, and we'll add this in with our sugar and our butter. We'll stir that up again. And now you'll need 1 large egg yolk. So because pumpkin has a lot of water and moisture in it already, we want to minimize this in the other ingredients we add, so that way we end up with a chewy, soft pumpkin snickerdoodle cookie instead of a cakey one. Because of this, we are just using the yolk and we're eliminating the white. Also add 3/4 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. We'll give everything another stir. Once you have your pumpkin mixture nicely combined, you can set this aside and you'll need a separate bowl for your flour. This recipe uses 1½ cups of all-purpose flour. Now, if you're looking for metric measurements, and maybe if you're not from the United States and you don't use cups, I do have all weight and metric measurements in my printable recipe. So there is a link down below in my description. If you click over to that, it has all of the metric measurements. Add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Now keep in mind that cream of tartar is what gives snickerdoodles that classic tangy flavor, so don't leave this out. Next, you'll add 1½ teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. Now I just shared a video just the other day on how to make your own homemade pumpkin spice using spices you probably already have in your cabinet. So if you want to check out that recipe, make sure to head over here and then come back and add your pumpkin spice to your dry ingredients. And give everything a good whisk so that our ingredients are well combined. With our dry ingredients well combined, now we will bring back our pumpkin mixture and we will gradually add our flour mixture into our pumpkin mixture, stirring really well until the ingredients are well combined. At this point, our pumpkin snickerdoodle dough is going to be too soft to bake. If you try to bake it now, it's going to spread all over your cookie sheet. So what we're going to do is we'll cover the bowl with cling wrap, and we are going to transfer this to the fridge and let it chill for at least an hour. Once your pumpkin snickerdoodle cookie dough has finished chilling, you'll want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and line a cookie sheet with parchment paper. Now, before you pull your dough out of the fridge, we're going to prepare a cinnamon sugar coating that we're going to roll all our cookies in. You're going to need a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar and 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, and we'll give those a nice little whisk. You can just use a spoon. And now you can go ahead and grab your snickerdoodle dough out of the fridge, and we'll uncover that and start scooping and rolling. You'll scoop these pumpkin snickerdoodles by 1½ tablespoons. We're just gonna roll these between our palms to make them smooth, and then roll them through your cinnamon and sugar until they're entirely coated in cinnamon and sugar. Now we'll place these on our cookie sheet and place your cookies at least 2 inches apart because they are going to spread a little bit while they're baking. And now you'll bake these cookies on 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 to 12 minutes. These pumpkin snickerdoodles are going to be really soft and delicate while they're still warm, so make sure you let them cool completely on the cookie sheet before enjoying. And that is all there is to making homemade pumpkin snickerdoodles. I really hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching.